I come from the prosumer world where for 4 or 5 years now, I've been the only person on a production many times. I think that that kind of work, not for every occasion, but for many occasions, is going to come in use now. Someone who's not only able to do the basic tech, audio, video, have a camera, know the basics of using bonded cellular or getting connected to the internet, but also someone who's able to do all-in-one production with something like TriCaster or any of OBS, Wirecast, any of the kind of prosumer mid-level ways to do live multi-camera production. I think that's a good kind of person to know or be able to hire because, if you're not allowed to have 50 people in a room, you can only have, let's say, 25 people. They're not going to waste 10 of those people on a live streaming crew. They're going to, clients are going to want, one person in there that could just do everything, or someone that could handle all the different elements and, send all your signals to somewhere else. So I think if it's possible to find, all-in-one kind of tech producers or just all-in-one producers in general, that's a useful thing until we know more about what's going on. Although obviously, if you have the opportunity to hire and bring in bigger teams, it will be better. It will be nicer. But sometimes you have to deal with the reality of amount of people you could fit in the room.
I think that the reason that things are going to change so dramatically is because the technology was here to do it. Zoom was here to do it. I mean, right now we can throw an ATEM Mini with three 6K cameras, and a little mixer into a 1510 and a backpack, send a person out, and they can cut a 3-camera. Yeah, we all are playing with them, and so you can, and you can cut a very basic show, with that. Is that going to replace, all the stuff that we have? No, but you can do a relatively good show, especially as a contribution into a larger show. So a lot of what we look at, and one of the reasons I started doing this morning thing called Office Hours that has, we have 300 people showing up from around the world every day, and all we're doing is talking about production, because I need to make sure that I have exactly what you're looking for, Ben, which is I need to make sure that I know who those people are anywhere in the world, because we're going to need them, as this continues to move forward. And so how do we educate them? How do we have them educate each other? It's really more peer-to-peer than it is, a class. And so, but a lot of that is paying attention to. You're absolutely right that this all-in-one, and the hardest thing, by the way, is audio. Video is relatively straightforward. It's people who understand audio and comms are gold. So, like on that, in that Predator side, I don't know. I mean, that's been our experience. Audio is much harder to teach than video from a live perspective, because you can't see it, but audio is probably more important than video, because you can't watch bad audio. You can't listen to bad audio for very long. You can watch bad video for quite some time.